ye transformed by the renewing of your minds. With these words, Jamaica, the diaspora, and the world, greetings in the powerful name of God Almighty. I am the great defender. Our nation has come under attack again. And it's not by foreign forces, but it's by our politicians. They have chosen to increase their salaries twofold and threefold. They have chosen to double and triple their pays. The Prime Minister's salary is impossible to digest. The salary of the opposition party, who has kept quiet because they agree with it, they have chosen to be an alliance of the leading party. So what we have running the country are two parties that are conspiring and have conspired to oppress the people. It is time for change. The people of Jamaica have got to begin to want better for themselves. They have got to begin to want a country for themselves. They have got to begin to want the benefits of their country. Jamaica has now been converted all over again to a slave plantation. The Governor General, which is the symbol of slavery, the reminder that you are slaves, that is what his office represents. The Governor General is the highest paid man in the land at $34 million per year. Now you tell me, what is he doing to deserve $34 million for his salary and going up? And it is also retroactive. Jamaica, the fighting and fussing that you have been doing with each other, you need to stop. You need to unite and come together to stop the madness that has caused you all to be fighting and devouring each other. Jamaica has got to come to its senses at some point. The Governor General is a steady reminder that you are never ever an independent country. And you have to pay him dearly to remind you that you are slaves. We have become a new slave plantation. The profits from the plantation goes to the plantation owners or those that reside in the Great House. And we see that our Prime Minister is willing to remind us that the people of Jamaica are nothing but subjects, that they are not worthy of anything good, that only the politicians, the rich and the elite, are worthy of the benefits of the land. Only they should eat of the fat of the land. The poor people must continue to scrape the bottom of the bucket. I have called on my fellow Jamaicans in Jamaica and in the diaspora to unite, to come together, to start a new movement, to demand new leadership in Jamaica. There must be constitutional reforms. We must come together to save the country. It is with a heavy heart that I come with this message. I could have otherwise ignored what's going on in Jamaica. But the love for my country and the love for my people have driven me to continue to speak out. In fact, it is through a revelation from God Himself that told me to talk to the country. That is why I have come to speak to you, Jamaica. They are oppressing God's people. They are destroying God's people. They are trying to impose the will of the devil on the people. First, they are taking away the money from the people. They are making sure you have nothing to survive adequately and that you have to look to them. They have widened the gap between rich and poor. The huge amount of the budget goes towards their salary And you ask for doing what? The judges, for example, they are paid highly to recycle the criminals in society. The judges are paid highly. Their pays have been doubled and tripled because when you take a matter to court, the judges automatically will side with the government. That is why they are bribed from now. They have been bribed by the government to take make all decisions on behalf of the government. And I must remind you, as one former leader said, the law is not a shackle. So Jamaica, whatever they say, let us nullify the judicial system in the country. First of all, the courts of Jamaica does not represent the interests of Jamaicans. They represent the interest of the politicians. In other words, a judge will sentence who the politician tells him to sentence, or who the politician tells him to free, he will free. And so therefore the judicial system is run by the very politicians. That is why the judges have been sugared from now, so to speak, to make sure that all decisions go in their favor. But Jamaica, you have rights on your side. You have rights on your side. They have money on their side. But the country will plunge into chaos because the plantation owners or the men that run this plantation are beginning to oppress the slaves too much. I have called for the increase of the minimum wage in Jamaica. And I have said that no Jamaican in today's Jamaica should be earning under 500 United States dollars per week. A 5-day week should run every Jamaican a minimum of $500 United States dollars. And I have called for the suspension of the Jamaican currency and to pay the people in United States dollars. That way the value system is injected into the economy and the people are able to see their worth. They are able to realize that they are worth more. As it is, your politicians are having you as wastes. They can waste the people as they like. They have doubled and tripled their pay. Or what about the mother that has 3 and 4 and 5 children to send to school and has no father to assist her? There's not a system in place to assist her to send her children to school, and so they end up on the streets. I've called for a robust welfare system in Jamaica that every child under 18 years of age should be given a minimum of 20,000 Jamaican dollars per month. This will assist in the feeding of these children and in sending them to school. I have called for that, and what the government have done instead is to double and triple its pay. The politicians, the judges, the governor generals, the men that oppress you, the symbols of oppression, the reminders that you are no more than a slave. Because now, every Jamaican will have to work harder to pay their pay increases. The Jamaican will have to pay more for the registration of their vehicles. They will have to pay more in taxes all across the board because this money must be spread out through the whole taxation system to pay these politicians, the judges who are recycling the criminals, and the governor general to remind you that you are slaves. And so the constitutional reform that we need must begin to take effect. We have to become a republic. If so be the case, and we are still subjects of England, where is the king? We have not heard him spoke about this madness that's going on in his colony, because we are still a colony. And so I call on my fellow Jamaicans to begin to unite. They have splintered you into gangs so that you cannot unite. They have made sure you hate each other. And as you hate each other, they are running away with the riches of the land, and all of you are killing each other, fighting each other for the crumbs of the land. And so, if you have a set of cats and you throw one bone, what will happen? You will have a cat fight. They will all be fighting for the bone. And that is what they are doing to the Jamaican people. They are playing mental gymnastics with the Jamaican people. They are counting on the traditional 9-day talk. They are hoping that this rage will go away. They are hoping that the people will only talk for 9 days and stop. But it is time, Jamaica, that you begin to look for a future. Your country is much too beautiful and much too precious to be wasted by these greedy men. You are paying for their greed. You remember how they have abused the higglers in the marketplaces and in the streets. Remember how they have abused the taxi men for trying their best to make sure that Jamaicans get to their different destinations on a daily basis. They have abused them. And they have gone into the ghettos and they have killed the young men at will. They have not come up with a method of reform or the off ramps so that a lot of these youngsters can convert from violence to become productive citizens. The off ramps are not there. What they have done is make Jamaica into a set of dead end streets. So once you go down those roads, there's no way out. And we would like a country where there is a way out for every Jamaican who intends to do well for himself and for his community and for his family and for his country. It is time Jamaica stand up for itself. It is time the people begin to make their voices heard. The parliamentarians must know that they are wrong. They must be held accountable. Where are the protests? Where are the noise? Where are the people who want better for their country? Where are the men who will stand up for their country? As it is now, they have splintered you. They know they have gotten the youngsters to want to kill for a few dollars. And so that is why they are sucking the money away. So when they order them to do something, they will do it because they are the ones with the money. Jamaica, they have proposed the madness of a digital currency, which is a way of taking away your money and controlling your money. So your money can expire. They can use a computer and shut off your money from you. And so as you see them take your country into uncharted waters, they have taken your country and put it literally in hell. What is going to happen now is a lot of chaos in the country. There's no money there for the people. The people are desperate. The people are hungry. That is why killing has become a living. And no country, killing should not become a living for anyone. And so you need people that are willing to bring that Marcus Garvey philosophy into being, where Jamaica can be one of the greatest countries on earth. We have the talents. The natural talents are there to build our country and lift our country up. Why didn't they double the pay of the policemen, for example? Why didn't they double the pay of the teachers? Why didn't they double the pay of the nurses? Why is it the pay of the conspirators that are doubled and tripled? Jamaica, wake up. When will you rise and stop the madness? This cannot continue. I have no dogs in the fight, so to speak. I don't harbor the ambition of ever becoming the leader of Jamaica. But whatever God's will is, that will take effect. But the suffering and hardship that is now imposed on the country because of what your politicians are doing to you, the people of Jamaica. What the politicians are doing, they are wasting you. They are stealing the resources of the country and they are destroying the people mentally. They are playing mental gymnastics. Now you must see them as the elite and look up to them at all times, while they can step on you like you're cockroaches. Enough is enough. On plantations where oppression takes place, there becomes riots. And so, Mr. Government, we saw what happened in Haiti. We do not want that for Jamaica. We want our country to be a peaceful country. We want our country to be the emblem of the Western Hemisphere because we have the natural abilities and the talents to become the superpower of the Caribbean. Our leaders have used bribery to keep us down. They have divided us, they have splintered us, they have made us want to hate each other. But this is one chance that Jamaica have to come together. There's one thing in common. They are robbing every Jamaican. And so whether you are PNP, JLP or NEP, whether you are from this community or that community, they have robbed you collectively. And so therefore it is time for the people to come together, to make their voices heard, to put up their voices in unison and say enough is enough. We will not have this. It is time to look for change. And so therefore the people in Jamaica with the will and determination to start another political movement has got to rise to the occasion. They have got to come with an offer on the table to the people of Jamaica to make them know that, listen, there is hope. And I believe that if we were ever summoned by the people of Jamaica, we are sure. First thing I believe we should do is change the currency to United States currency. Pay the people in United States dollars, and you will see the difference. We will level the playing field. Health insurance for our elders must become active. The pittance that they are offering them for insurance is nothing. Every child in Jamaica should have health insurance. Every child under 18 years of age. And there should be no problem in getting care at our medical facilities because you don't have money. These are things that are going on in the present Jamaica when the politicians are doubling and tripling their pay. The Governor General, who is the highest paid man in the land, who is doing nothing for the country. He is just a reminder, as I have said, that you are still slaves. And so, where do we stop Jamaica? We have situations where Jamaicans can't even enter hotels in Jamaica because you are born in Jamaica, you cannot enter these establishments. So you are becoming worse than slaves. They are telling you you are inferior. They are telling you you are no good for your own country. Think about it, Jamaica. It is time to make your voices heard. It is time to protest peacefully. We don't want a chaotic country, but what we want are the changes that benefits our people. And so the people have got to demand what they want. These politicians are your servants. They are there to serve you, not you serving them. They are reversing the roles. They are having you serve them. It is them that should serve you. They are public servants. And as such, they should be held accountable. If the government continues on this trend, stealing the people's money, what will the people have to eat? What will the people have to spend? Think about it, Jamaica. Do you want a Jamaica like this to continue? With that, I rest my case. Until next time, God bless you. Like, share, and subscribe. Spread the word so it can be heard. We must stop the nonsense. Thank you.